Hey guys, how's it going? Gomez here, and we're back with another episode of Beyond Zoo. It's been a while since we've been in the park here together. I've been working on this a little bit over the last couple weeks, and as you can see, there has been some renovations and updates made to a lot of our facilities here at Beyond Zoo. So a little bit of an update of where we're at with this channel and content that I'll probably be producing moving forward. We are going to change things up a little bit. I'm trying to make content creation kind of work with my schedule. So pushing out speed builds every day is probably not a sustainable thing for me anyways. So we'll be shifting our schedule to more of a weekly update of what's been going on in the zoo. As you know, this is a ZSU zoo. And ZSU has been going on even though we've had a little bit of a freeze. I know that we are in the midst of an event right now, and we'll be getting some really cool animals that we'll be talking about later today. But in order to make this kind of work with my schedule, I've got a full-time job and other responsibilities outside of this. Here's kind of what we will be doing with this series. We will be focusing on tours and updates on a weekly basis. So there'll be what's new this week at Beyond Zoo, and I'll take you guys to new exhibits, new facilities, new projects that I'm working on, and kind of focus more on the building part of the zoo, more so than the animal facts and stuff. I might still pepper in a little bit of that because I know that some of you guys watching this are animal fans and would love to still see a little bit of that. But the main content that I'll be pushing out will be tours and updates. I know that we did a tour video a while back and that got a lot of good reception. So if you guys are a fan of the speed builds and the animal cams, don't worry, we'll still have a little bit of that. It just won't be the focus of the channel, and it'll be a little bit more interspersed throughout the week. The week maybe I might do one or two, or I might do like one every 2 weeks or so. And as my schedule allows it, we might have more. So rest assured, I know that there are a couple of animals that I still need to build for. Got a whole farm complex out here that might be a really cool like speed build to do, as well as whole canopy trails project has been kind of abandoned a little bit. I know that we were planning on doing baboons right here, and I'm sort of in talks of securing some black howler monkeys and more of that. So we might do more of that later, but for now, just to get into a little bit of more of a rhythm with my content, I'll be focused on weekly updates and tours. So first off, we got this little coffee shop here that I built, and we built a whole brand and identity around sort of Blackbucks coffee, again a play on Starbucks coffee, and kind of have a little quaint, I think simple coffee shop. But the cool thing about this coffee shop is we've attached a single species night house to it, and a species that lives inside of this night house is the civet, common palm civet, which which is the animal that I have in ZSU, even though it's I'm using the masked palm civet mod for it. But lore wise, Blackbucks coffee, these are animals that kind of they eat fruits and beans, I think, and they would poop out things that could be roasted into really good coffee. So in lore, there's a whole sort of illegal kind of I don't know if it's illegal, but it's pretty unethical market around the force feeding of these guys and forcing them to produce kind of coffee. So in an effort to educate kind of folks about it, we have rescued a couple of these guys and are kind of educating them on sustainable civet coffee production. They do exist out there. Just have to pay a lot more for it. So So yeah, a little fun fact: these animals are really hard to import into the U.S. because of some diseases that it carries. I'm sure if you guys, some of the animal fans that follow the channel, know more about this, and drop notes in the comment about it. But these guys are super adorable. Excuse me. And yeah, they're sleeping right now. I've actually never seen them sleep like this, so it's kind of cool. This is a screenshot moment right here. We've also done a couple things with the aquarium. So let's go to the aquarium real quick. Kind of did a little bit of a remodel. I know that last time we were here, I don't believe that we have a lot of these elements up yet. Some of these thematic elements, but you know, we added some cool theming around this. I went to the St. Louis Aquarium and was really inspired by how they use things like multimedia and this is a little diorama, I guess, or an art installation of where St. Louis is and how the Mississippi and the Missouri River kind of intersect, and how we're sort of the confluence, sort of the confluence of the rivers is where St. Louis sits. I was able to get a little video here about the Mississippi into my TV, and I believe we've acquired a couple more fish. So the aquarium is I love this place because it's all set now. It's all set, and as I get more fish through ZSU, I'll just add it to the appropriate tanks. Again, the whole theme here is a walk through the 4 aquatic faunal zones that we have here in the state. I believe it's the Ozark faunal zone, the Big Rivers faunal zone, the lowlands, which, by the way, we have a working bowfin mod now, so it's not where's the little guy? So yeah, there's our bowfin. There's our little guy. He used to just be a little prop mod, but now, thanks to some of the modders in the community, he's moving around. So yeah, bowfin and alligator guard here. Bluefin, paddlefish, long-ear sunfish, bluegill, and paddlefish. Up next is cat country. This whole like complex here, if you guys recall, we used to have a serval habitat that was themed around sort of this like cat country kind of area. I kind of did a mulligan on that design, while still maintaining that sort of idea of, you know, looking into sort of a sort of a area where the cats could kind of climb up and hang out down below to get away from the guests, but can also kind of be visible. This is not the serval habitat. We'll get back to this in a little bit, but we still have our servals. I believe that they are over here. So very similar concept to what we had, where it's I think it's called a kopchi or a kopie, where it's sort of it's like a little run, right? So servals could hang out here, but they could run. They could kind of take this path and run up into this second story level. The only thing with this is I am unsure if this poses a risk to probably younger servals or babies of these, that they would fall off of this ledge. But because yeah, that's like a story. That's one story. So I don't know if I need to add barriers or any additional things here, but I don't know. I feel like cats are okay with this. So if you guys have any idea if this is okay, please do leave a note in the comments. The cool thing with this sort of idea is it sort of maximizes a lot of space. Actually, it has a whole second story that the animal can traverse, so it actually kind of doubles the amount of living space for the animal. So instead of building wide, I can build tall. And it does. I've seen this in a while. I've seen this in not in the wild, in nature documentaries and stuff, where this is not a crazy thing. I might want to sort of connect these two, connect this a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, this is the survival habitat. So this whole sort of cat country facility has been rethought and redesigned. We were able to secure a couple more big cats, so I don't know if you guys saw that, but we got 2 tigers here that we got in an event in ZSU. So we got Tegan and Tanya. So the event was sort of based off of a real roadside zoo that was closing. So these are real animals that we were able to acquire and kind of rescue and kind of put in a better kind of in better living conditions. Because I saw pictures of that roadside zoo in Wisconsin that the event was based off of, and these guys were living in cages that were way smaller, probably in like it was not even an enclosure like this. And with this enclosure, there's a whole backstage facility and even an artificial cave that we sort of created for these guys. Lore-wise, there were caves kind of down here. Actually, there were caves kind of down here. This used to be an old brewery back in the day. They used to store beer in caves, kind of in St. Louis, kind of prior to refrigeration. So maybe there was an old brewery here that we demolished. The cave still existed, so when we built, it was sort of a happy accident that, like we could take advantage of existing caverns that have been created to enhance our animals experience. So yeah, we are currently kind of hoping to get more animals here. We've got tigers right now. We got our servals. We got a caracal here, a solitary caracal. We still need to work on this build, as well as a leopard. Originally, that leopard kind of lived in this enclosure, but I'm sort of trying to rethink and make it so that we can host more cat species here. So it might get a little bit of a reduced footprint enclosure wise, but it'll still be good. It'll still be good. I mean, I've got the tigers in 2 tigers here, and you only have 1 leopard right now. So what we are rethinking this, and then of course the farm expansion is on the horizon. Look at my notes here. Okay, got 2 more things to show you guys before the tour. Grizzly's Ridge. This whole kind of North America section, which you'll see I'm sort of working on stuff still here. Just trying to clean it up. Is you got the elk and the bison from one of our last vids, I think, that we posted. Next to the grizzly bear. So the whole Red Rocks kind of area in the St. Louis Zoo. I like how it's sort of the cat country in Red Rocks. It's the juxtaposition of prey and predator, and being able to walk through the zone as a guest and sort of learn about relationships between some of these animal species. At this point of the park, we are, yeah, we're looking at North American prey and predator species together. So Grizzly's ridge design, I heavily inspired by the St. Louis Zoo. And in fact, I took a photo of this and tried to recreate it as best as I can. Did some tweaks with it because lore-wise we have 4 grizzlies right now instead of the 2. Although I am sort of in talks with someone on ZSU to probably to get some howler monkeys out of a breeding pair. So yeah, we rescued two sisters, and then we're able to secure some males as well. Grizzly bears are generally not bred in captivity, so I don't know if I'll be breeding my bears, but or maybe I will. I don't know. Like, they're not an animal that's in critical danger. I mean, it's a growing population, I think, of grizzly bears that are coming back. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll breed them, but I like how this is a sort of a cornerstone kind of species of the zoo. I mean, it's if you were to go to the St. Louis Zoo one, like, it's pretty cool. Like, I love the way that you can really kind of get up close and personal with the bears as they're sort of swimming in this pool. And yeah. Oh, speaking of North American animals, you got our cardinal aviary here in the back. So yeah, just continuing that North American theming, even though this is not formally a North American zone per se. This is basically the wild, which I know that I'll be adding some penguins over here. So my bird complex over here, and then the prairie dogs over here. So it'll be a North American, but like not exclusively. We have the penguins. I know that in the zoo, the actual zoo, polar bear. We have a polar bear kind of living next to the penguin. So it's North America, and then like a little bit of whatever ice stuff. But in our world, we also have the Herpetarium over here. So that's the next thing. The Herpetarium is a unique structure in that it is part of River's Edge currently, but it's also like its own sort of zone with a lot of different reptiles and amphibians in it. So it's very much in progress. Just a quick look here. I've been working on sort of our tortoise. So this is the African spurred tortoise. When you walk in, sort of an impressive big thing. You can walk over here and look down at some Nile crocodiles. And the thing with the Nile crocodiles, it sort of like bleeds into the Africa section of River's Edge. So we got the Nile croc here, got the hippos over here, and the African dwarf crocodile over here. So it's all the African reptiles, or the African crocodilia type animals are sort of part of River's Edge and also the Herpetarium. But yeah, so really it was like a happy accident. I wasn't sure where to place this and just happened to be in the path of River's Edge, and I had a couple African reptiles, like these crocodiles, and then also this little Africa room, which I got this African bullfrog right here. So yeah, just a little happy accident that allowed me to kind of integrate these two different zones, I guess. But yeah, this is very much still in progress. Hellbender Creek, if you guys remember that project, will be moving into sort of this area. I think I've got my my American bullfrog right here. I have my hellbenders somewhere here, and marbled salamander, and some more other species over here. We'll have a whole South America section. No, this is islands. This will be the islands, which is my catch-all. I got some crested geckos that I wasn't sure where to put. I was gonna give these away, but kind of worked out where I had this idea for like an islands themed section of the Herpetariums. This is South America. So South America are axolotls, which is a new animal from the conservation pack. Where are they? That's fun. Those are a cool little animal. A little fun fact about the axolotl. There are 2 Pokemon inspired by the axolotl: Mudkip and Wooper. Cool. So yeah, so that's what's been going on at the zoo. Again, really glad to be back. It's been a while. There's been a lot going on in my life and I have not been able to get to recording for you guys. But work on the zoo continues, as you can see. And yeah, really excited about this event that I'm working on. River's Edge is going to blow up. So yeah, let's hop into the tour of Beyond Zoo's River Edge.